Okay, here's some feedback on Capture Point Osiris 822. So I wanted to say that this route here feels a little bit too powerful on these routes that blue has looking into B point. Um, I like that you've added this thing because it allows people who are on the point to just kind of go away for a moment, and that's just, it feels fine and fun. But maybe even like double the barricade here to be up higher a little bit, just so people who are standing here, you can still kind of hit people who are going through there, but then it's dangerous to stand here as opposed to standing right here, which is just, it's so easy. I felt like I was at an advantage, like a super advantage, not only of height, but also I'm right above them. You might also want to add a maximum time limit to the round of 12 minutes. I don't have any footage of it because OBS didn't record any of my audio, but we steamrolled A, B, and C, and they had to defend D for 21 minutes, and that's like impossible. So if it was maximum 12 minutes, so we held out on there for 10 and a half minutes before they captured it, surprisingly, because I was on the blue team that steamrolled, and then I went spectator to make the video, and then I went back to red team because someone had taken my place on blue team. So I went medic, and we had 3 medics, and we defended D point with 3 medics for 10 and a half minutes. So if it was a maximum 12 minutes, well, you can say, oh, look how close they were to winning. You know, they only had to defend for another minute and a half, and they would have gotten it. As opposed to if it was only 10 minutes, like I didn't really mind losing because we had gotten steamrolled so hard for the first couple rounds that I didn't really mind losing here. But so I wouldn't make it like a 10-minute max time limit just because that feels like it's a little bit too short anyway, but then also just because, it doesn't need to be that short. But if it was 12 minutes, you go, oh, look how close we were to actually defending that last point, Because, I guess you don't really want red team to win on the last point necessarily, because it's supposed to be kind of like blue went through all this work to get here. You don't want them to just lose at the final point, But they did eventually capture it, and they were steamrolling up until that point. So I think if it was 12 minutes max time limit up at the top, that'd feel a lot better, so you wouldn't have 20 minutes or 17 minutes defending C point, Oh, I wanted to say that this spiral thing around the pillar, it's really cool. I really like walking up it. It feels like the playground at B or A, but I feel like this position here is just too powerful looking at the connectors that blue has moving into this room. Because the really only way that blue team can kill me when I'm up here is if they had a sniper. But when on the round that I was defending, so the first round that we were here on this A22, I was up here and they had a sniper, but it didn't really seem like that a good sniper. But it just seemed like I was totally safe up here, and that, I don't know if that's a great feeling. Oh, I'm totally safe up here. No one on the enemy team can even shoot me. So maybe have like a duplicate of these little things here and just block this off so that you can still eyeball the point from up here and you can still feel kind of safe, but you can't just stand here and just snipe everybody coming through here. I do want to say too that it seems like there might be a little bit too much health pack. You probably know better if there's too many health packs on that point, but it just feels like there's a lot of health packs in close proximity to each other. I mean, the small over here and the large, that perfect location for those, but the small or the medium here, is that it's difficult. Maybe even like move it to there so you kind of have to be like in the way. I don't know. Or even like make that one a small and then put a small up here too, so that people can defend from up here and they kind of abandon the point a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what's better. You probably know. Maybe it's fine. It might be fine. Anyway, that's all I have.